What is up, guys? It's your boy Souls here. Welcome back to Geometry to the Dizzle Dash. You already know. As you may have seen, my upload schedule has been pretty slow, and that's because I am still trying to learn this massive freaking editor, because there's buttons that even I still don't know about. There's some of these, well, actually I know how all these options work now, but there's more. So Autonic and Viperin, they made a 200-page essay for the editor to help creators adjust to the new 2.2 stuff. Fire in the hole! We're going to see if that editor guide is enough to make somebody like me at least somewhat more adaptable when it comes to the Geometry Dash 2.2 editor. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And with it being over 200 pages worth of information, this might be like a 2-parter or a 3-parter. So I don't know, 200 likes, I'll upload part 2. Let's get it. And of course, as I'm doing the video, I'll be showing like screenshots of what the pages I'm looking at. Every book starts with the first page, starting with the basics. We're skipping the basics. We know how to make a level. All you gotta do is click on the buttons and literally just make a level. All right, next is level settings, which are these right here. Level settings, you can change speed, what game mode you're starting as, a couple more options here, such as mini mode, which starts you small, 2-player mode, which gives you control over 2 players. You can flip your gravity at the start. You can rotate your gameplay. Wait, rotate gameplay. You know, I was not expecting that. These settings decide the level's starting state, meaning that they define what the player sees at the start of their attempt. Many of these settings, such as speed, game mode, color, can be changed inside the level itself too. And I think a lot of this guide, I'm actually going to be using platformer mode just to keep it simple and easy to control the triggers. And certain game modes are not enabled in platformer mode, such as the wave and the swing, but everything else is fair game. If you really want to know how all the game modes work, play through all the main levels and you'll get an understanding on how all the game modes work. So options, this is what I was looking at earlier with the mini mode, the dual mode, the mirror mode. This is how the level is going to start as. And spawn group is actually something that I want to touch on. It works both in classic mode and platformer mode. So for instance, I'm in platform mode right now, right? If I want to spawn somewhere in the middle of the level, I don't want to put a teleport trigger instead. Well, all I have to do is get like a random object that doesn't kill you, put this in like a group. So in this instance, I'll put it in group 1. Then I go back to the gear options and then put spawn group ID 1, and guess what? I spawn literally right in the middle of the object that I placed down. And of course, you got your colors things up here. Background, you can change the color of the background and stuff like that. And then ground 2, there are certain grounds that have multiple layers of grounds. Like for instance, this 2.2 one has multiple colors, so you can also change the color of this as well. And then middle ground, I don't think, yeah, middle grounds don't crash you anymore. And if people have been asking me like, Souls, how are you even using middle ground? I thought they were broken. And they were broken, and they still are broken on mobile. And of course, there is the font tab right here, which I think there's like over 60 fonts. Yeah, there's plenty of fonts to work with. And of course, you can change your background stuff too, like change my background to Woody Woodpecker's pirate ship. And of course, we can always select our song. With the select song option, you can select from all the main levels, apart from Meltdown and Sub-Zero, or you can go to Newgrounds, or you can go to Newgrounds or RobTop's music library. I honestly use the library only for like platformer levels. Don't really use it for classic levels, purely because I either want like an intro song to go into the level, or if I just want to like some ambience, you know. We're just gonna choose a Newgrounds song. If you want to go to Newgrounds, there's an ID at the top right corner. There's the numbers at the end of it. So for instance, if I wanted to use I don't know, Desolated Fate by Slaredo, all you gotta do is go to the top right corner here, copy paste it, click search, and then boom, you have the song. Then you click on download, it downloads to your local file, and then click use, and then there you go, Desolate Fate. All right, next we got placing objects, which all you gotta do is go to a tab and place the object. That's it. You tap an object that you want to put down, you can put it down. Oh yeah, and if you want to drag items, all you gotta do is select an item, click on swipe, and then you can, whoa! I'm showing hitboxes right here. If you want to enable it, I don't know if it's on mobile, but at least on Steam, all you gotta do is press F5, and you can turn hitboxes on and off. Of course, there's blocks, outlines. I'm not really too focused on like the basics of the editor. I'm more focused on like the newer stuff, you know? Okay, there's animated objects. I do want to at least touch on the animated objects since they are slightly different now. So say for instance, this, I'm not using you. Let's use this, I need an explosion. Yeah, you. I'm gonna use you for an example, and I'm gonna warp you large. So say for example, you want a giant explosion in your level for whatever reason, like you blow up the Capitol or something, right? So that's where the edit specials part comes in. And look at all these freaking items here. But if you want to animate this little explosion, all you gotta do is go to edit group, put it in a group ID. So in my instance, it's gonna be 1. And then what I need is to go into the tab, the triggers tab over here, and get the animate trigger right here. I think spawn trigger works with it as well, but I always like using animate because it makes the most sense. You're animating something. What you do is then you put the animate trigger down, make the group ID correspond, and then just make the group animation ID 1. It's been working for me so far, and I'm actually going to put this as a touch trigger. What you want to do is you want to click on animate on trigger. Every time you see animate on trigger on an object, you can animate it via the animate trigger. And as you can see, yeah, nice large explosion here. So like right now, everything's chill, everything's cool. Then all of a sudden I hit the trigger, boom, explosion. All right, we're actually going to change the song to something more ambient. Isn't that literally just from Cyberpunk 2077? Sure, we'll use Icarus Lo-Fi Loop 2. Why not? We're also going to darken the color of this background because I hate how bright it is. There's an item tab now, which is this tab here, which basically has all the items from the particle trigger. You got arrows, exclamation points, question marks. You got the GD cube, puff balls. So if you want your level to look nice and puffy, you can use this. Like I think you can use this for like a dust cloud. Like look at that, I made a realistic cloud without even trying to make a realistic cloud. Art creators are gonna hate me. And of course there's the items tab, which is plenty of items. You can use them as collectibles. So for instance, if I want something to happen after you collect the key, all you gotta do is make it a toggle trigger or a pickup item. Or actually, you can make them both, actually. And of course, there's edit objects, so you can edit things, such as, like, I want to edit this spike, and click on edit object. I can make it my same player 1 color, so now it's purple. And of course, if you want to move stuff around with the object, there's the edit tab. You can move it up and down. You can free move it like this. Clicking free move, then clicking the object and you can move it. Scaling and warping, I pretty much showed that as well. You just go to scale, then you can warp it like this. Whoa, I think I broke it. Oh yeah, there's fun stuff that you can do with the warp too. So for instance, if I want to warp this spike and I want to lock it in place, there's a little lock icon, so whenever you like do stuff like this, it stays in place, it stays accurate, it stays locked. The aspect ratio of the spike is accurate. Oh yeah, I guess this button right here is actually kind of important that I actually do want to put emphasis on. Say I got these little objects right here, right? And say for example, I also have glow on top of these objects right here, right? But I have them inside the block, right? Don't do this. What you want to do is take the glow right here, take this glow, go to edit group and go to the editor layers. They're up here. Please use these 2 buttons. Please. I don't even care if you just use this one, right? Just use one of them, please. This puts these things in a different layer so they're easier to select. So the glow, I'm putting on editor layer 1, right? So now when I'm on editor layer 0, I can't select the glow. But if I'm on editor layer 1, I can select the glow without selecting my gray blocks. However, if I go on all, I can select everything that I want. Oh yeah, there's also gameplay objects, which this is not new stuff. We're looking at the new stuff. Except for, oh, there's actually spider orbs. Spider orbs are cool. So, spider orbs, if I have the spider orb facing down, right? Where the frick is the spider orb? Boom, boom. So every time I click on the spider orb, it teleports me down. However, if I face it upwards, it teleported me all the way to Congregation. What does suck though is like even if you rotate it this way, it still teleports you straight up. What I wish the spider orb did is I wish that it teleported you into the direction in which it was pointing. Oh yeah, there's also this thing. Yeah, it's a teleport orb. So for instance, I want to click on this button and it teleports me to this button. I need to put this button in a group first. So like group ID 1, I'm teleporting to group ID 1. And the original is going to be in group ID 2, right? But target group ID 2 right there, right? Boom, 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 boom. I'm teleporting. And of course there are the different block gameplay blocks, which I guess they need explaining. So D blocks allow the wave game mode to slide, because the wave initially doesn't slide on its own. So I need to go back into classic mode, right? By itself, the wave just kind of dies, right? The wave is not a strong boy. See, I died. I don't know why RobTop named them D blocks, but whatever, right? Boom. Now the blocks don't kill me. Oh, J blocks. Yeah, J blocks. So what J blocks do, right? They prevent you from holding, right? When I put like a black orb down, right? I'm gonna put a black orb down and I jump into it and I go into these blocks, it prevents me from jumping. See, because right here, I'm holding all the way through. I'm holding it. I can't jump. Oh yeah, S blocks. S blocks are really cool. S means stop for dash orb. It only stops the dash orb. If I hold the dash orb, it stops it. So normally when you play Geometry Dash, you bump your head, you die, right? You get a concussion, you wake up in the hospital, and then you try again, right? However, if you don't want your cube to have a concussion, you use the H block. Spread the H block all over like butter, and now you don't die. No more headaches. So there's actually a new block that's new to the game. It's called F blocks. So say for instance, you want the player to change gravity, right? But you don't want to use a portal because you're lazy, okay? So what you do, you jump into... Wait, did I not make it? What you do, you hit one of these F blocks, you change gravity. Okay, it doesn't work for the ground. That's dumb. Next thing they're talking about is the editor particle, which I'm going to save for another time because the particle editor, it's a beast on its own. So thank you all so much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy this kind of messy but interesting editor guide, I'm planning on doing the entire editor, but with me being only 44 pages into this editor guide, this is going to be a long run. So if you guys want to see episode 2 of me explaining things terribly, 200 likes and I got you guys covered. So anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. It's been your boy Souls, and I will see you guys next time. Later.